help out quite a lot in terms of being able to keep her alive a little bit longer.
The Rise pick, though, certainly a shot call. Both these mid laners utilize their stronger points individually in this matchup, but left to track as it goes on is right now attention gravitates towards the Grubs. Xiaohao secures the first one, so we won't get a monster slaying goal if Beichuan is able to steal one back away. There's the equalizer, lands on both 1xN and Feather. ZDZ forces both of them to flash, but they've got the Soul Laners following them with the Realm Warp. 1xN is cornered. First blood over to Angel. Beichuan jumps in, but a little far too late and gives Xiaohao a reset.
Wow.
EDG cleanup house at the...
They're not going to end up going too far forwards at this point. It is spotted out, but I mean, Sejuani can gank from quite far away when you do have that Glacial Prison up. You can jump out of almost nowhere with the Arctic Assault. Manage to land that one potentially. We'll have to see if they decide to go for a fight. But right now, eyes set right here onto this Drake. And there is some follow-up right now. EDG are on their way over.
Realm Warp not available for Angel just yet. Xiaohao, does he have a way over the wall? They're just going to use that Glacial Prison to lock down Wing. Featherstorm out of Assume, but it's Setab to chase him down with the perfect execution on the backside. Xiaohao does steal away the Cloud Drake. So one back for EDG, but it's going to cost them a pair of kills.
A lot of damage being chunked down and a lot of pings coming through from EDG onto this bot lane right here. They're potentially looking to grab a kill onto Setab, and they could even go for the dive right here. Akali, obviously slippery, but...
Oh, Setab wants to go in and at least try and find a trade here, but gets stun locked by Angel. The perfect execution nearly finds the kill, but a well-timed Magnet Storm finds that kill for EDG. On the flip side, ZDZ gets caught himself by Beichuan. Another well-timed Glacial Prison locks up ZDZ to a gray screen. Is going to grab them 3 Grubs as well off the back end.
And that is at least another feat of strength going over so that ThunderTalk don't have to worry so much about that objectives ones going against them. Bot lane, though, they are going to lose out onto this tower. It's going to be another feat of strength. That's 2. That is going to be everything that EDG wanted out of this early game. And the fact that
I really hope this game stays close the whole time so we can see who really can be the better team fighter on the day. But for now, all we're going to get is dives onto Hoya, who's been relatively quiet in this one. Has Cell Summoners, has the ultimate available. He's going to run away from the turn back with the public execution onto Xiaohao, but that wasn't enough to find the trade kill. There's more than enough damage for the EDG top side, and they find themselves a kill and more turret plates to boot.
Yeah, tons of gold being pumped into EDG's back pockets right here. They're up by about 1,000, although that will be leveled up a little bit by all of these plates falling in the bottom lane as well. This is an action-packed early game. Still not enough that we're not going to get a voracious Atakan. Right, Ruinous seems out of reach for teams at this level, unfortunately. But still, it is at least going to be interesting to watch so far. TP coming in. Oh, they're going to go for a big play here. Wow.
Here's the Setab Akali, getting a kill put on a silver platter here by Hoya. Xiaohao is far too low. You can flash all you want, buddy, but Akali will follow you from the Shroud. Shut down over to Setab, and Hoya gets his revenge onto ZDZ. Great use of the Summoner Teleport from ThunderTalk to grab a pair of kills.
Yeah, I love the way that play works, and you bring the Lulu along with you so that Hoya is under no risk of dying. The wild growth is huge. Wink jumped right here. He doesn't get over the wall.
Beichuan cancels with the Arctic Pursuit and gifts the kill to 1xN. A mistake from EDG.
Yeah, and that loses them so much. You lose the 2 kills in the top lane. Now you lose your support in just a mistake. Doesn't manage to get over the wall. Good cancel coming through. Tons of damage being put down onto this tier 1 tower in the mid lane. And that space being bought for your jungler to be able to start up onto this Drake. They're trying onto this Infernal Drake already. It's going to be taken out nice and quickly. And that is going to be a that team fight. It already sucks that you're losing out onto the recalls, onto everything else that buff gives you, but the fact that you can't stack up those abilities, you don't get those resets, makes it almost impossible to win into that individual team fight. So I think both of these teams are going to have to put a lot of focus around trying to pick that one up.
Oh, here we go. Another top lane river fight. ZDZ chomps down on the Glacial Prison, does flash away, holds onto his ultimate, so one engage tool out of the cards for ThunderTalk, but it does grant them control of this top river. Good old Shelly looking to scrap herself, stepping up, but will reset with a full HP bar, and ThunderTalk turn their attention back towards that middle wave. Edward Gaming maybe looking for an angle to step up themselves now. They've got a bit more control, going to lock down onto Beichuan. but he is the tankiest member, and they're allowing 1xN to fire through the rockets. Where his Satab, we see him teleport in and set up another deadly flank. One fell flat in game number 1 in that critical dragon fight, but this time he has the damage, he has the setup to pop off like we've seen him pop off so many times. Demacia Cup, LPL starting split. Does Satab have another Akali moment in him? It's Hoya to start out with the public execution, and Wink gets his health bar deleted, and the Rocket with the Shuriken gets the kill and the Rift Herald. EDG, they don't even get a chance to try and fight back here, but they might get one themselves if ThunderTalk want to keep pushing the tempo. Maybe a bit of an aggressive locket use there from Feather.
Hey, I like it. I like just trying to step on up forward, see if you can pick yourself up another kill. And I love the way that ThunderTalk walked through that fight. The way that they just... Oh, it's just so nice. It's just so nice. Needed to just watch. Don't need me talking over that one. It's gorgeous. And that is, again, the joys between these two champions. You've got such a diverse way of putting your damage down. See if there's some drifting out of Feather right now. I'm not entirely sure.
Oh.
Yeah, just about gonna ding it into the corner of that wall. Doesn't matter. In the end, you're still gonna be able to pick up this tower. That's now all of the outer turrets taken down for EDG and ThunderTalk, and they've got more than enough space to play around these objectives. Drake gonna be spawning in 30 seconds time. It is Hextech Soul, of course, and that is a buff that you would really like to pick up for yourself. That Soul is incredibly strong. Setup in the top lane right now does have the teleport to come join the rest of the team, and I think if you are ThunderTalking, you want to go and get aggressive right now. If you can get into an aggressive position, find yourself this fight right here, you're going to be in a good spot to win it out.
Dragons are even. This is going to be the first Hextech Soul we get. Hoya gets poked out pretty well by Angel and Assume.
TP.
So shouldn't be able to really find his way back to this fight. Does have his own teleport to come back in, just like Satab is using, but EDG have a window to just burn through this dragon. Doesn't have a ton of HP. It is just the third Drake of the game, and it will be secured there by Xiaohao, but they saw the Hex Gate over top of their head. Beichuan's trying to force the fight in the front end, and 1xN has the rockets firing. Kite's back well away from the equalizer, and Satab has Angel cornered. They cannot find a way out. EDG crumple. It's like shooting fish in a barrel for 1xN. His Jinx pick proves pivotal once more.
1xN, another brilliant team fight right there, and that's going to be the ace picked up right here for ThunderTalk.
I'll suffer the same fate.
And it's another triple right here. That's, what, 3, 4 of those picked up throughout the series for 1xN, and the Jinx really is so fun. We were hyping it up for a reason, right? This pick for this player is so huge, and this is what ThunderTalk wanted. Yeah, they want the fight. They want you to have to walk into them. And EDG, they better execute this one perfectly. That's not a good start.
Oh, Angel does hold Satab in place, but they just lose ZDZ to the might of ThunderTalk's damage. And 1xN is at it again. Nobody touching the Jinx. So it's time to watch your team burn, crumple, and fall by the wayside. It's rinse and repeat for ThunderTalk. Another fight, another win, another ace.
There we go. That's why you leave the Atakan buff up and available, because it draws the members of EDG in. They feel like they have to fight for this one. The buff is just too strong to not contest, but ThunderTalk are far too strong to really be worried in these fights.
Atakan got hands.
Atakan got more hands than EDG at the moment. Like, this is closer than the previous fight felt. No, he doesn't die, but geez, is it close. That's going to be another big buff going on towards ThunderTalk.
And without setup. This time we had a pretty even and similar draft. We talked about the resets between Jinx and Viego, the scaling factor of both these teams, but time and time again, ThunderTalk are just, it's like a deer in headlights for EDG. They just cannot ever set up for an engage. Wink is always ulting defensively. It's defensive Featherstorms. We haven't seen a good equalizer since the first one from CDZ. And it doesn't seem like anything's going to change here, as once again, Beichuan finds another beautiful pick. The Rocket doesn't get the kill, but at least sets up Satab to annihilate another victim. This time it's Xiaohao, hits the stasis, sets up his solo laner buddy, Hoya, who dives under the tier 3 turret, but who really cares? He's back to base. Thanks, Ruinous Atakan, and it's another inhibitor turret on the back end. Equalizer comes down from ZDZ. Will not find another one of those revives taken away. Instead, it's the first inhibitor of the game taken away by ThunderTalk.
and they could just keep on stepping up, despite the fact that they are pretty low right now. It looks like ThunderTalk, they want to go in.
He's melting health bars, and he claims another one, gets the revive. That's not the same for Assume. He has to go to the gray screen. The power of Voracious Otacon on full display through ThunderTalk, as they're going to keep forcing their issue, pushing their will onto EDG. Maybe now they finally feel a little bit too big for their britches, but not Satab. He wants the fast way back to base. There you go. So does Baseball. Look at them sacrificing themselves because they know the Otacon buff gives them a quicker reset. Now it's Feather's turn. He says, sure, take me down. Somebody please put me out of my misery. But EDG, they're waiting out the buff. How long can they wait? I don't know how long it's supposed to last by this point, but Feather is maybe questioning his decision. He does finally drop without the Otacon, so EDG waited it out.
Oh my lord, I mean, this buff is crazy, and we're really getting to see it displayed at its absolute peak right now. The faster recall, saving yourself barely any gold given over to EDG, and they lose themselves 2 inhibitor turrets and the inhibitors to boot. And now, just like ThunderTalk want, they've got themselves a Baron to draw EDG in once again, see if they want to join up for another team fight. I wonder if EDG are just going to try start this because they've seen the resets come through, but it is still going to be a Hex Tech snap, so you've got the quicker reset.
EDG, they're really burning through it, though. They have the damage.
Steal.
But do we see a Beichuan steal? Already has 1 MVP under his
They got it!
It's the rocket from 1xN. What can't this man do on the Jinx? And now EDG are vanquished. Another ace, 3rd time's the charm. ThunderTalk are undefeated after dropping game 1. And they'll go up 2-1 in its series once more, just like their matchup against LNG.
God damn! ThunderTalk, they are gorgeous to watch when they are feeling themselves on these team fights, and this game no different. I don't know that people can be giving 1xN this Jinx anymore, but everybody on ThunderTalk popped off in this game, and taking us to match point has never looked so good.
It's a recipe that continues to bear one hell of a feast for ThunderTalk. Dropping